Chandler David Hendry was only 27 when his life was suddenly cut short. And now, his final social media post is taking on a haunting significance.
The first rendition of the afterlife in Latter-day Saint thought in regards to sealings. And this is the first ever picture of the plan of salvation and how it works within sealings of families.
Hendry was a rising religious influencer and the founder of Restored Truth, a platform focused on Latter-day Saint beliefs, scripture, and interfaith discussions. He had built a growing online audience with nearly 13,000 YouTube subscribers, more than 48,000 Instagram followers, and around 15,000 followers on TikTok. But it was his last Instagram post that has captured particular attention following his death. In the video, Hendry discussed faith, family, and the afterlife, focusing on the Latter-day Saint concept known as the plan of salvation. He also discussed ideas surrounding eternal families and generations, referencing a presentation by Anthony Sweat at the Fair Apologetics Conference. It was a deeply faith-centered post, and one that followers are now watching through an entirely different lens. Because shortly afterward came devastating news. On August 7th, Hendry was involved in a 3-vehicle crash in Lehi, Utah. Police said the collision happened at about 8:25 a.m. at the Timpanogos Highway and Morning Vista Road. According to Lehi police spokesperson Jontiel Livingston, witnesses said Hendry ran a red light and struck 2 other vehicles. The occupants of those vehicles were not seriously injured. Hendry, however, was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. Police also said he was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. The investigation remains ongoing, and there was another striking detail about where Hendry was headed. According to the Deseret News, he was driving to the Fair Apologetics Conference when the crash happened, an event directly connected to the religious work that had become such a major part of his online life. Hendry's death has since triggered an outpouring of tributes from fellow creators and members of the LDS online community. Pastor Jeff McCullough described him as an influential, up-and-coming voice in the LDS apologetic space. Another creator, Sean McKnight, described Hendry as a younger brother figure he had never actually met. And on August 10th, a candlelight vigil was held in his memory at an LDS church building in Highland, Utah. For his followers, the shock is not simply that a young influencer has died. It is the abruptness of it. One moment, Hendry was posting about faith, family, and eternity. Then came a fatal crash. And now, that final Instagram video, recorded before his death and centered on the very subjects he spent his life discussing, has become one of the last public pieces of his story.
So, last night at Fair, Anthony Sweat presented this picture of the first rendition of the afterlife in Latter-day Saint thought in regards to sealings. And this is the first ever picture of the plan of salvation and how it works within sealings of families. And basically identifying a link of lineages all the way back to Adam. That is what the eternities will look like. A link of the family unit of God, which I find super interesting, because this posits the idea in Doctrine and Covenants 132, when it says prosperity, it's associating to the prosperity of all of the ages of your lineage, not future creations that you're going to have. Kind of interesting. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. the first rendition of the afterlife in Latter-day Saint thought in regards to sealings. And this is the first ever picture of the plan of salvation and how it works within sealings of families.